Our next guest today, Michael Bernoff, is one of the most dynamic and knowledgeable speakers we have ever experienced. He's the kind of results-oriented trainer who knows how to deliver cutting-edge strategies and tools that drive people to action. As a coach, Michael is creator of the Call to Action Personal Results Program, which for over a decade has assisted people like you in getting tremendous rapid results. In addition, his live programs, audios, and videos have impacted individuals and corporations from over 35 countries. Our guest today started his career as a top performer in direct sales and then moved on to become a powerful and effective sales trainer and recruiter. His past selling audios, entitled Persuasion Enhancement and Rapid Rapport, have positively changed the careers of thousands of professionals worldwide. Michael Bernoff's programs are interfaced with human interaction technology, providing the ultimate understanding of how human beings communicate, both externally and internally. Simply put, he's a powerful, seasoned public speaker who knows how to energize, educate, and entertain. So if you're ready to learn a technology for taking your life to the next level, please join me in welcoming Michael Bernoff.
Perfect. Hello, Century 21. How are we doing today? Great? All right, I have a couple of questions for you today, a few questions that I'm certain that you're very familiar with asking. Now, how many of you have been on the buying side or the selling side of a transaction? If you have, say I have. All right. Whether it was your own home you're buying or selling to somebody else, a lot of times we miss that some of the questions we ask other people, we don't ask ourselves. Now, when you're going to sell a house, you're listing a home, or whatever part of the transaction you're involved in, there's always the question we ask people of, what exactly are you looking for? What's wonderful in the home that you're selling? What is someone else going to really, really love about the property you have? At the end of the day, the big thing we're asking people to do is to take an inventory of what they're really looking for, or an inventory of what they have that's fantastic about their current property. But how often do we go out there and really evaluate our own personal inventory, our own professional inventory about what's going on? I've watched a lot of people talk today, I've watched a lot of people share, and instead of talking, I wanted to ask you a couple of very, very simple questions today to really get to the heart of this idea of living up to your potential. Now, how many of you currently right now are doing all that you can do, you've lived to your highest potential, and everything in your business is perfect? Okay, so pretty much got everybody for this question. Now the question is very simple. If we were to right now verbally, because we don't have the time to write this down, if you were to verbally ask yourself this very, very simple question, what are the most important things that I have in my current inventory? I guarantee if I went around the room, I'd hear a variety of things. So I don't have time to get all the answers, but I guarantee you, some of you would say at the top of your list, your family and your relationships. How many of you would say that? Family and relationships? Some of you would say things like my skill set, my ability to sell, my ability to be more effective, my ability to go out there and help people. Some of you would say my personal inventory is stuff that's important to me is my home and my cars and my money. And some of you might say the biggest thing to me is my personal health. Now let me ask you a different question. If you wrote all 4 or 5 of those things down on a piece of paper, and I said to you right now, you've got to give me one of them. You've got to decide right now which one you're going to give me. Is it going to be your health you give up? Is it going to be your relationships? Is it going to be your spirituality? Is it going to be your skill set? And the answer is, for almost every person I come across, is they'd give up their money, they'd give up their car, and they'd give up their houses. So my question for you is, if we spend 90% of our day, 90% of our life, we take those phone calls. How many of you have got a call at dinner? Anybody? You're sitting there at dinner, you get a phone call, you're handling a Facebook tweet, you're handling a text message, you're handling something, and we get these things out there, and we spend 90% of our day, our waking hours. You're even here this weekend, so you could find a way to make more money and be more effective, but you're willing to give it away like that. And the thing we push away so we can be here, our family, our friends, our health. You get up early to be here at the event. Maybe you pushed off a workout today, or the things we hold dear to ourselves. So why is it that we push away that thing we work so hardest on, and we hold close the thing we push away on a regular basis? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not going to change. I'm going to tell you, you live in a world that economics are important. It's going to be massively necessary for all of you to go out there. It's going to be massively necessary for all of you to have more money, to be more effective at what you do. But my question for you guys is, if it's not going to go away and you're going to need to have ways to make more money, my question for you is, why don't we find a way not to work harder, to become more effective? Luckily, I was in the escalator going up today, and there's an awesome gentleman from Connecticut. He gave me something to talk about. He said, I'm a workaholic, and I felt like saying I'm retired. I used to be. And the reason I felt like saying that is so many of you came here so you could find a way to work harder. But what if you could find a way to be even more effective? What if you could find a way, if it is the idea that you need to sell more, if it is the idea that you need more money, you really want to build your business, why not find a way to be more effective doing it? But the question is, where do you look? You came here to work on your potential. But the question is, what areas of your potential are we here to work on? I'm going to tell you that most of you here in this room are looking. I watched earlier the Centurions come on stage. How many of you would say those people are doing well? Would you guys agree? They're doing fantastic? And I bet if you sat down with one of them and you said, what do you do? I'm going to tell you most of them would say, I do this, this, and this. And you might even try doing this, this, and this. But it may not even work for you. Because most of us are looking in the wrong place. After a decade and a half of helping people go from making good money to a ton of money, helping people be decent at sales to phenomenal, helping people work out the relationships in their health, I realize that most people are looking in the wrong area. So I'm going to ask you to look very carefully over the next couple days so you really get this. A lot of us look in the past and we look at, what we've done up till now, what you did before you got here, before this event. And some of you are going to set goals and you're all excited about getting yourself pumped up about what I'm going to do. And that's important. And then there's those of you, I know our California crew, we look at the now and we look at being positive and looking in the moment. But I'm here to challenge you guys today to start looking in the right place. And there's that one moment, that 1 second, that one thing where we go from not doing it to doing it that changes everything. And that's the ability to be more effective than you currently are right now. My challenge for you guys is to get very, very aware. I get an opportunity to go out and see the Sheets office in Indianapolis, and it was so amazing. Last year, I got a chance to go out, and there's something they're doing well. But a lot of times we think it's a script. A lot of times you think it's the Facebook post. A lot of times you think it's the marketing. That's good, but it's really the way they live. It's the way they do their environment. It's their value system that really makes that company work so well. So I'm going to challenge you over the next couple days to really, really take a look. And the place I'm going to ask you to look is what helps you be more effective. I had 5 minutes to cover this. I think I've went over my time already. I'm going to finish the conversation downstairs. I got 2 sessions today on 2 very simple topics. How you can communicate more effectively, make your life a lot easier. How many of you would like to make your life a lot easier? I mean easier, where people buy quicker, they make decisions faster, they move through the process quicker, and really get to the top of your game. And one last thing I'm going to share with you, because I got one last little idea, and I'm going to put it like this. How many of you have heard that little voice inside your head? Not the one that says you can't, not the one that says that don't go for it, but how many of you have heard that little voice inside your head? You know that teeny little one that says you can do it, you should be doing more, it shouldn't be this complicated? I'm here to tell you that voice is right. And today's the day to start living and start listening to that voice. I appreciate all of you. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.